I'm going to do a short video on the Browning double automatic and include disassembly instructions so you can take your double auto apart and give it a good cleaning. Some that you come across haven't been taken apart since they were made in the 60s or earlier. A couple cool things about the Browning double automatic that I like is that they made them in several colors. Obviously this is the forest green model with vent rib. I also love the sliding rear safety. It's good for a left-hander like me. And then the speed loading feature was new to the Browning double automatic. As you can see, this is a dummy round that I've made, so no live ammunition. With the action open, bolt to the rearward position, simply insert a shell into the left side of the double auto and it's whisked right into the action to be shot. Second shell would be loaded right here and it would be visible. Bang bang, gun goes off, semi-automatic action, 2 shots. So put that double auto dummy round down. Again, green double auto, double auto in autumn brown, and the gun that we're going to be taking apart today is a velvet gray early Browning double automatic. Just to help speed up the process, I've already removed the butt pad, aftermarket butt pad. This gun has a rifled Hastings slug barrel on it. And so to begin the disassembly, you take the forearm latch and disengage that and pull down on the forearm and you'll get 2 clicks. And when you do, the barrel should come off without resistance. So we'll set that barrel off to the side. Now you have, we're going to remove the wood first off, and I have what is a star-like screwdriver which works perfectly as a punch for the fore end of the double auto, and you're simply pushing that out. And that pin will come out. You notice it has a detent in the center. That's what holds it in. We'll set that off to the side, and then carefully your fore end wood should slide right off of the recoil unit. So we'll set this fore end wood off to the side for now. I'll keep our parts here where we can find them. As you can tell on this one, someone has messed with the recoil unit at one time or another. I don't change it. It's perfect right where it's at. So next we're going to take off the buttstock, and as you can probably see down in there, there is the stock bolt. So we'll take a regular screwdriver, set that in there, and we will loosen that up. All these Browning double automatics were made in Belgium, and they were all hand fitted. So during this process, when you're taking anything apart or putting anything together, it only goes together one way, and that's the right way. So if you're having trouble or meeting resistance, stop and figure out what the problem is, because everything should go together nice and easy. As you can see, that is a very small stock bolt. It has a washer and a lock washer on it. So we'll set that off to the side. Put our pouch back. And the wood, it sometimes, depending on how long it's been on your gun without being taken off, can be kind of, firmly on there. So you can see how it's coming off gradually. And one thing to note on the early models is that they had a pin at the base of the receiver and also a corresponding hole in the stock. A lot of times you find these early double autos will be cracked right in this area, and that's from over tightening the stock and having some sort of issue with the pin at the rear of the receiver. So obviously sometimes you're not going to be able to just swap stocks to stocks on double autos, as these were hand fitted to the receiver, and you can see how just wonderfully it fits all the way around. So if you're looking for a replacement stock or changing the stock, it's going to have to be fitted pretty much to the action. Get one to fit, would just be very lucky. So we'll set that off to the side as well. The next thing that we'll do is we are going to, this is the bolt release. So you push this forward, which will allow the bolt to come forward. But what we want to ensure that we do is we want to hold on to the bolt lever the bolt handle, because once we push this forward, this bolt is going to fly forward, and if you don't engage this, it will slam into your receiver and could ding it. And as you can see, someone at some point over its life has probably done that. Disengage the latch and gently let the bolt forward. Okay? So now the next thing to do, and this is probably the most mysterious thing about the double auto disassembly, as you can see there's no pins that are visible on the outside of the gun. But there are indeed, I'll hold it down here in the light so you can see a little better, there are indeed two keys, one on each side. Those keys are going to come out, and that is what holds the trigger assembly into the action of the receiver. Each one of these pins has a recess notch, which we're going to use a small screwdriver to engage, but we have to be very careful not to damage this spring apparatus. So this might be difficult to see. I'm going to get them started and then I'll hold them down so everyone can see. I take a small screwdriver and just get these keys started out of the receiver. And as you can see, it has a small notch. We can take that screwdriver and we can work that, and now the notch is very visible. Once you get them started taking out, I take needle nose pliers and I'll get it out here in the light again too. Engage that key, and with any luck they will pull right out of the gun. There's key number one. And as I noted before, you can see that there's a small notch on the inside of the key. Now we're going to do key number two. I've got that started. I got a good bite. Now you're going to notice that one of the keys is longer than the other one. This one again has the notch on the side. When we go to reassemble the gun, it's easy to remember, long left. Long goes on the left side, short one goes on the right side. And when we reassemble, we're going to want to ensure that that small notch faces inward, so that the next time we go to disassemble our double automatic, we'll be able to get our screwdriver in there to lift that key out. So once you have the keys out, next thing to do is going to be to remove the trigger guard. As you can see, it's just going to very carefully lift out of the unit. It will be under just a little bit of spring tension from the lifter. You can tell the lifter's on the spring. That's what this spring was back here that we were very careful not to damage. As you can see, this unit is really clean on the inside. And you should also note that these recesses are where these keys reside on each side of the trigger guard. And then you can obviously tell that there is a longer segment on the left hand side of the trigger guard.